Okay. A warm welcome to one and all. Thank you for joining us for the soon to happen enlightening discussions on NSM infra, application and user experience, which will be followed by not to miss sessions by our CDACians who will be sharing their experience as an expert. As we know, the National Supercomputing Mission, NSM, had made significant stride in building a robust HPC ecosystem across the country. Today's sessions brings together esteemed users and domain experts who will share their first-hand experience, insights, and challenges in leveraging NSM infrastructure for their scientific, academic, and industrial applications. This panel discussion brings together key voices from Indian HPC ecosystem to explore the evolving landscape of the NSM, its journey from the inception to its future roadmap. Chaired by Sri Sanjay Vandekar, who heads the mission at the CDAC, the session will delve into NSM foundational impact on creating indigenous supercomputing capabilities and enabling national importance applications across sectors. May I request the panelists to take their seats. We have with us Sri Sanjay Vandekar, Professor Abir De Sarkar, Engineer Mohammad Faiz Syed, Professor Animesh Kule, and Dr. Saket Ram Trigula. A round of applause, please. Thank you and welcome. Sri Sanjay Vandekar, a key contributor to India's supercomputing journey, in his current role as Center Head CDAC, Pune, Mr. Vandekar is spearheading several projects of national importance like NSM and remains deeply involved in the development and implementation of several cutting-edge technologies. Moving on to our next panelist, Professor Abir De Sarkar, former Dean Academics, ACSIR Coordinator and Dean Faculty, Institute of Nanoscience and Technology. His research expertise is in 2D materials of engineer energy and electronics using DFT-based approaches. He has been awarded for excellence in nanos research for the year 2018, and he is also recipient of President of India Medal for the year 2000. Next, we have the pleasure of introducing Engineer Mohammad Faiz Syed. He is currently Director, Flood Control Application, CWC, New Delhi, and heads the flood modeling team of CWC. An IES rank holder and a recipient of Best Researcher Award in Disaster Management, mainly looked after the work of survey and investigation monitoring and appraisal of various irrigation projects in the northeastern states of India. He played a key role in development of water sectors in these states. Following that, let's welcome Professor Animesh Kule. He is an associate professor in Department of Physics at an Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. Dr. Kule's research focuses on theoretical and simulation studies of fusion plasmas and high-performance computing. His research group, the Kule Group, is developing a global gyrokinetic code using cylindrical coordinates G2C3 for India's domestic fusion program in collaboration with CDAC. Equally distinguished is Dr. Saket Ram Trigula, who is a highly accomplished individual currently serving as a research officer Ayurveda at the CCRAS National Institute of Indian Medical Heritage, Hyderabad, under the Central Council of Research in Ayurvedic Science, Ministry of Ayush, Government of India. He has made significant contribution to the field, particularly in the integrating information and communication technology solution in Ayush system. Panelists will share insights into real-world HPC applications, user experience with NSM-enabled infrastructure, and the strategic importance of HPC in the areas such as climate modeling, drug discovery, and much more. This discussion aims to reflect on how supercomputing is shaping India's digital and scientific future. May I now request Sri Sanjay sir to kindly brief and initiate the discussion. Sir, please.
Good afternoon all. Am I audible to the last person there? Yeah, good. So little bit brief about what is National Supercomputing Mission. I think some of the members here are, I think, may not be aware of what is National Supercomputing Mission. So this is a joint initiative of MIT and DST. and started way back in 2015-16. And the implementation agencies are CDAC and IISc together. So these are the two implementing agencies implementing this mission. And there are four pillars of this mission. One is creation of infrastructure and of supercomputing systems within the country. Then there is the next one, and is basically NSM R&D, where we actually develop the various technologies which are required to develop the supercomputers. And third one is basically NSM applications of national interest. And fourth one is basically the training part, that is HR part, where we are training the HPC manpower in this. So under the first pillar, which is NSM infrastructure, till date we have actually established about 37 supercomputers with a cumulative capacity of about 39 petaflop of compute power. And we are actually target researchers. So with this, so we have four distinguished panelists here with us. Two of them, as I told you, they are the users of NSM systems for their research work in various domains. And two of them are our end users of HPC applications developed under this mission. So I request each of the speakers to share their experiences and how their domain is getting benefited because of this supercomputing ecosystem developed under this mission. So with this, I think I can start with our first speaker, Engineer Muhammad Faiz Syed here to share his experience. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, sir. First of all, I would like to thank CDEC and the organizers for inviting me to express my views on the applications of NSM and high-performance computing. I'm from CWC, currently working as director in flood control applications. Basically, you can say that all the modeling work that is being done in Central Water Commission is currently under my supervision. So, just to give you a brief account of how things developed over the period of time in this area of flood forecasting. As you all know that Central Water Commission is the nodal agency for issuing flood forecast in the country. And this practice started way back in 1958 when our first flood forecasting station was established in here, Delhi only, at Old Delhi Railway Bridge. And from there onwards, we have evolved and developed our FF network for the entire country. From one station to currently, we are having around 340 stations, flood forecasting stations spread across all the major river basins in the country. So this is how our flood forecasting network has developed over a period of time. But we have been doing this flood forecasting on a very conventional approach. Like we used to do gauge-to-gauge correlation, where, as you can imagine, we try to establish a correlation between upstream and downstream levels. And once that relation is established, once we know the upstream level, we can easily predict the downstream level. This is the methodology we used to follow. This is a brilliant and very effective methodology, and it has a very high success rate, but it has got a very serious drawback from the disaster point of view, disaster management point of view. The first is that it restricts and fixed, it has got restricted and fixed lead time that it offers. Like the travel time of flood from upstream to downstream is the only time that is available for the disaster manager to take preventive actions. So you don't have any control on that time. Secondly, the second major drawback with this system is that it does not give you any information about the inundation extent, the flood extent, where it is going to uh, cause the disruption. So these two inputs are vital when we talk about disaster management. So to overcome these two drawbacks, in 2016, CWC modernized is all flood forecasting activities. Like we modernized our data acquisition system, we modernized our data transmission system, and the result of that was that in 2016 we were able to switch to mathematical based flood forecasting system, which was based on rainfall. So the 1D model were developed for entire India, 19 models we developed, and we run completely automated them to get the forecast for all the 340 stations that we have. So the first problem of lead time was solved. But then the second problem was still there. That was about the flood inundation extent. So most of you must be knowing that if you want to calculate the flood extent, then you need to go to 2D models. 2D means two-dimensional models. Now the basic requirement of two-dimensional model is that you need to use DEMs, digital elevation models. Also again, one very important requirement is that if you want to have your predictions and forecasts to be accurate, then your DEMs should be of high resolution, because working on low resolution DEMs will not serve the purpose. Now again, the same problem comes that when you are dealing with 2D high resolution DEMs, then the power of compute comes into picture. And this is where we lagged in Central Water Commission. The normal laptops and PCs and even the workstations that we work on are not able to handle the kind of computation power which is required to process the high resolution DEMs. So this is where we thought of collaborating with CDAC way back in, I think, 2016, 17. I exactly don't remember but since we had purchased the Mahanadi Delta Basin high resolution DM, we thought of collaborating with CDAC and give them this work of, because availing their services of high performance computing. And I think it worked very well. Now it's the time to enjoy the fruits of that activity. And I think the model that has been developed by CDAC is working excellently. And I have been told that the entire 11,000 square kilometers of area of Mahanadi Delta that they have modeled, the entire simulation time is only 1 hour. It's incredibly fast time, let me tell you, because if you think of doing the same simulation on our regular PCs and even workstations, it will take days to run that model. So I first of all congratulate CDAC of successfully implementing this 2D real-time inundation modeling, which is, I think, for the very first time done in the country. So very, very congratulations to them. Secondly, what I want to say is that the results that we have been obtaining from this model are very encouraging. And I'm also of the view that with subsequent runs, it will improve drastically. I was just a few minutes ago, I was talking to one of their developers. He said we are now reducing the time of simulation. We are working hard to reduce the time of simulation. And if that happens without compromising the accuracy and the efficiency of the model, it will be great. We at CWC are looking forward to replicate this exercise to other basins also. And this is just the start of the beginning. It is just the start of the collaboration between CW and CWC, and we look forward to carry it in the future also. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Mohammad Faiz Syed. Open for questions to the panelists.
Thank you. Hello. Thank you for your. So I have few questions from my scientific curiosity. We have listened that we have 19 models for flood modeling. So are these 19 models different in which respect? can be these one of these models can be suitable to a specific river or specific location, or these can be adapted to other places also?
Actually, the 19 models that I talked about is in-house system built by CWC. It's based on 1D models where we completely automated the system of downloading the rainfall data and then injecting into the model and then running the model in series and then finally getting the outputs. This is a system which is already in place. We call it a 7-day advisory flood forecast system. If you want, I can share the URL also. You can see there. So it's a 1D based model where prediction up to 7 days is there. So it's a very robust system, and we have been executing this model since 2016.
Sir, my question was that whether this model is a location specific thing or can be adopted anywhere.
No, it's a location specific. We have, I told you, we have 340 stations, flood forecasting stations, it's spread all across the country. So for every point we have a model. Yeah.
No, one question from my side is how this CDAC developed model and this how it is actually it can be used, and it can be used across the various river basin. Whether it is any changes are required in this, or same model can be used.
Yes, sir. So our experience with this Mahanadi basin has been very experienced learning. Since we had purchased the Mahanadi high resolution DM in 2016-17, but we are not able to process it because of the limitation of the compute. So we approached CDEC for this, and from there onwards, I think the journey has been very two-way and interactive. You had some problems, we had some problems, we came together and we solved the problem. So this is the kind of mode that we would like to take forward also and replicate the same thing to other basins also, because in India we generally have basins of the scale of more than 10,000 square kilometers. We don't have small basins here. So the requirement of 2D modeling will definitely require HPC services. We cannot ask to get it done through our laptops or PCs or even workstations. So supercomputing is the must requirement if we want to generate real-time 2D flood inundation maps or flood forecasting. So I think we will definitely would like to replicate to different other basins also. By mutual consideration. Yeah.
Yeah. Any more questions? Before that, I think he would like to say.
I just want to add one point, sir. In fact, is that we already have an established medicine which we are prescribing. So if we are able to get an effective explanation and like replicate in the experimental model, that is sufficient to at least start using it. And based on that feedback, we can go for a bigger one. You see, the advantage is that, sir, we are buying a lot of medicines from outside. I mean, and we are paying a lot of royalty and other things. But this will bring us a great possibility to have indigenous molecules having a lot of therapeutic potential, especially in the rare disorders or say certain types of cancers and other conditions, where India can actually discover the drugs in a very quick time. In few years back, it was not so easy, but
About all the team members who made this happen. We extend our heartfelt thanks to all the esteemed panelists for sharing their valuable insights and experiences on HPC applications and the use of NSM infrastructure. Your perspectives have greatly enriched the sessions and offered meaningful takeaways for the entire audience. We truly appreciate your time, expertise, and contribution. As we reach towards the end of the discussion, as a token of gratitude, I would like to request Sanjay sir, yes, to give a memento to Abhirde sir. Next, sir, please hand over the memento to Engineer Mohammad Faiz Syed. Last but not the least, a token of gratitude to Professor Animesh Gule. I would like to thank you all, thanks all the panelists for sharing their experience. Thank you all. We can conclude the session. Thank you. Moving to our next segment of presentation, which will be begin in a minute. Thank you. In continuation to this panel discussion, we have 4 presentations coming along.